Hey, what's going on, guys? Little Game Boy 5, and I just got back a couple minutes ago from the theater of seeing Sonic 3. And guys, and this is going to be a no spoilers review, so don't worry about spoilers. If you guys want me to make a detailed video talking about the plots and everything in between, the reveals and such, leave a comment down below if you guys want to see this kind of stuff, or leave a like on the video. But just to get this thing right at I mean, you could tell I love Sonic. I mean, there's Tails and Sonic right there. Obviously, the silver poster that's signed by Pete Capella, the OG actor from Sonic 06. But I love Sonic. I've loved Sonic for a very long time, since the early 2000s when I was introduced to him on the GameCube. And I played a lot of Sonic games since then. But right out of the gate, you guys want to hear, this is an amazing movie. This is probably the best in the trilogy. Well, it's not a trilogy anymore. I mean, today was just confirmed that Sonic 4 is happening. It's happening in 2027, which is crazy. I mean, I didn't think we would get a sequel this early, but Paramount has a tendency to do this, especially with the Sonic movies. Like the last time when Sonic 2 was coming out, they already confirmed that Sonic 3 was going to happen like the day before Sonic 2 released. So no surprise there. And then that's when they announced the Knuckles series and everything for Paramount Plus. So Paramount's really loving this new franchise that they have. It's not a Transformers, like a billion-dollar franchise, but it's a franchise they can have for eons. And if they keep being made at this quality, I have no complaints. And I don't think anybody will really have major complaints about this film. Let me just move my arm, because my arm's gonna get tired. I don't have a tripod, but I'm gonna keep this video not too long. But overall, this movie is funny, it's family friendly as the last two movies, and it's emotional. It hits those emotions. I mean, we kind of expected that from, you know, the Shadow Maria arc. We kind of noticed that in the trailers and things like that. And, you know, what I wasn't expecting is Jim Carrey, as funny as he is in all these movies, and he's funny here with his double self as Gerald Robotnik, which I think is hilarious. But he has dramatic acting here in this movie. And, you know, obviously Jim has done serious stuff. He's done, you know, serious movies where he's not comedic. He's being a dramatic actor. But seeing it in this light, as successful as this movie is, it's just wow to me. Like, it's great that he's stretching that dramatic muscle of an actor, because he's beloved as a comedian. He's beloved, you know, anywhere else. And the fact that he's doing this in just tidbits of the movie, it's great. I love what he brought to both Gerald and, of course, continuing the journey with Eggman from the last two movies and in this movie in particular. You know, amazing. I love Jim Carrey, Harry, all the time. But Keanu Reeves as Shadow, I know that's a big topic. We saw that in the trailer. We saw, you know, he was in Sonic X Shadow Generations as a DLC. But how does he do? I thought he did great. I loved what Keanu did with Shadow. I really liked his performance. I thought that he brought the emotion and gravitas to Shadow. Obviously, it's a different take on Shadow than what we've heard in the cartoons and video games in the past. And I'm all for it. I think Keanu really does a great job in terms of bringing that emotion and bringing that anger that Shadow is known for as a character when he goes head-to-head with Sonic and when he banters with Sonic, you know, with Ben Schwartz right there and Keanu right there. I think that makes a great duo. And then, you know, Idris Elba is, you know, great as Knuckles. He does bring funny, but he also brings drama. Colleen is great as Tails, as always. And overall, like, this movie feels something great. It doesn't feel like what I was kind of disappointed with the last movie and in the Knuckles series, is that there's not too much side character action. That's what I was kind of disappointed by in the second movie. Like, there's a whole half-hour scene of a wedding scene. As funny as it can be, it takes away the focus of the characters that, you know. And especially in Knuckles, where Wade was the focus the entire show. I mean, like, Knuckles probably had like one episode where he was the focus, and then the rest was just Wade and his father and his family. So that doesn't happen here, luckily. that is the human characters are still here, they're still prevalent, but they're not the major factor. The main characters, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Shadow, and then Gerald and Robotnik, and, you know, Eggman, I know they're both named Robotnik, but they're the main focus of this movie, and I'm so glad we have that time, because what I was worried about is that in a lot of movies, when you have CG characters, it's very difficult to make a movie that's fully focused on a CG character. Now, you think of things like Marvel and things like that, like, yes, we have Groot, we have Rocket, we have Hulk, but when was the last time you saw a Hulk movie where it was just all Hulk and no Bruce Banner? Not much. I mean, even in The Incredible Hulk, like, what, 20, almost 10, 20 years ago, there was Hulk scenes, but there was more Bruce Banner than there was Hulk. And it's just really expensive to do CGI, you know, full-on characters the entire length of a 1 or 2 hour film. And I think Paramount is giving more budget to this movie than what they did with the last two, because, you know, the first one was like $95 million. I think the second one was like double that, and then this one must have been triple, because when you see this film this weekend or on Christmas, you're gonna see that I think they quadrupled the budget with how much this is. And guys, if you are a Sonic fan, a Sonic lover, go to the theater, check out this movie. And there are 2 post-credit sequences. There's one after like the music credits, and then there's one after like the long credits, like end credits, kind of like what Marvel does. So there's 2, so stay to the theater to see those 2, because there's some pretty big reveals. No spoilers here, but you'll have to check them out in the theater. And don't watch videos on YouTube. I know there's probably gonna be floods of videos on YouTube. Don't get spoiled. Don't go on the internet. Watch this video, but don't go on the internet, on Twitter or whatever, because there's probably gonna be guaranteed spoilers. But guys, that's my review. If I had to give this movie a rating out of 10, I'd give it an 8 out of 10, almost a 9. This movie was action-packed, it was emotion, it was funny, it had all the elements that we loved about the first 2 films, and then dialed it up to 11. Check out this movie, and if you guys saw this movie, let me know what you thought in the comments. Please keep it spoiler-free in the comments of this video. If you guys want me to make like a deep dive spoiler video, leave a like on this video, and subscribe, and leave a comment. Alright guys, alright, I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and check out Sonic 3 in theaters.